We are 5 Live. I'm BobbyT.
And I'm Crza.
And this week we are going over my toy haul.
Dude, I don't see any John Cena toys.
Alright guys, we are back. We're looking at this week's worth of toys. Went a little nuts.
Did you happen to find any jorts or my degree from the School of the Hard Knocks for Thugonomics while you were hunting?
Jorts? Well, I was in Maine this week. I'm fairly sure there were jorts around me.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been too cold for jorts up there.
No, it was it was misty. Everything was just moist. It was damp. It was really
That's
weird.
a weird word, moist.
Yeah, no, it was really weird. It was just moisture in the air everywhere. So, but I do, when I go out to Maine, I do
does this turn into the weather fucking, the weather channel? So,
I do like, in Rochester, New Hampshire, right over the border in southern Maine, there's a really great, it's kind of gaming, comic, a little bit of everything store, called Jetpack Comics. There's also a place across the street, which is a, Collectiques, I believe it was called.
Okay.
It was a collector store that had a lot of antiques in the back, and I guess downstairs. Upstairs, tons of classic figures. Everything was at a really good price. I'm looking for the other bag. I can't find it, but I got.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you buy so many toys in one shot.
The bag.
You lose a bag. Now, Collectiques, I'd like to point out that is the store for the French Canadians that come over into the border and they want to buy. They want to buy things like this pop here, where it's called Viana.
That's actually what we'll get to. We'll go for that one first. I did grab a couple pops this weekend.
I've turned you. Well,
into one of them. We love Moana. Martin is also a devout fan. But what was really cool about
this...
He
can't be in this episode because he's got a green shirt, so I just wanted to... quick disclaimer, guys.
He can't stop wearing green to the green shirt show. So, I knocked over everything. Oh, that is so funny. Alright, so anyway, Moana apparently in French Polynesia, and I had this conversation with a guy about a week before this, who had just gotten back from his honeymoon, and he said Moana there is actually called Viana. And so I'm in Walgreens in southern Maine, and I find a Moana pop, and it says Viana on it. But the name of it's still Moana Ua, but so I thought that was really kind of a weird little thing. So I had to pick it up. My daughter absolutely loved the pop. That's why it's not in there.
It's already broken.
Dude, she just is just a bruiser. So that was something really cool. Also in that same place, they had some of the horror pops, so I had to pick up the Alien from Alien. I believe it's Alien Covenant. So it's the Xenomorph from that. Which
is good because the Xenomorph that they did for the actual Alien and Aliens movie is horrible.
Oh, jeez.
One of the ones, I think it was the Alien Queen. It's like a 6-inch statue. Or a 6-inch figure, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the 6-inch figure.
Yeah. It looks like a dog that's like baring its teeth.
They really did a bad job with it. Oh man, these mystery minis just do not like standing up, especially when you hit the table.
Exactly.
So what's actually now funny, talking briefly about the mystery minis and my daughter. While down here,
knock that Power Ranger over.
I still believe that Crza broke this and is blaming it on my daughter. But
no.
I'm not editing any of this. So, the rubber, or the spring that bobbleheads it just popped right out. So.
Your daughter called for Baka, and I gave it to her because she was calling for it. So she wanted to play with Baka. Mm-hmm. I gave her Chewbacca.
So what you're saying was she was asking for it.
Yeah, exactly.
She's 21 months old.
Come on, you know she
was 21 months old.
I'm gonna record your child saying Baka to me over and over again. So I gave it to her, and then she ripped it apart.
His daughter's a Garen. He just doesn't want to believe it.
Yeah, my daughter just Garrett the hell out of that thing.
Yeah.
So other than that, I did. Now, you had wanted the pop the G.I. Joe.
The Destro pop from NYCC.
Yeah, the Destro from New York Comic Con this year, and you had also briefly talked about the Cobra Commander and the cloth mask. Today I was at a GameStop, and on the $5 rack they had Roadblock from the Pop series. I always loved Roadblock. He's got the really cool gun on him and the bandoliers with bullets and everything. So picked him up at $5. Couldn't really complain.
Yeah, and we were talking about this off camera earlier. I think I'm at that point in my Pop collecting that I really just have to go for those kind of rare and exclusive ones, unless they're going to be releasing more DBZ stuff, because that's my main collection. After that, I don't think I have the drive to start another Pop collection.
Start collecting SH Figure Arts figures.
Yeah, I could.
Just, invest all of your money and never buy anything else because they are so expensive but beautiful. I did get a lot of mystery minis this week. I'm really loving mystery minis right now. Ordered a few online because truth is it was cheaper to get them online and get exactly what I wanted than it was to just kind of fumper around.
Kind of defeats the purpose of mystery mini, though, don't you?
A little bit, but I like the figure, I think, more than I like opening the packaging. So I did pick up the Chewbacca, which promptly got its head ripped off. Princess Leia, actually at $5. And that's the thing. I mean, they're reining in at $7. In some places, you go to Hot Topic, it's $9.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got the Han was $4. Professor X was only $2.
Nice.
So
I like that figure actually.
Yeah, the Professor X is pretty great. The Daniel Bryan is another really fun one. Got that for $3. Who else is down there?
You got Freddy.
Oh, the Freddy was actually I opened that one. So I've been running into the Sci-Fi Series 2 mystery minis a lot lately. So in those, I was able to get the Godzilla, Bender. The bag I cannot find. I got Locutus, the Borg, and I had a Doc Brown Dorbs, not the Dorbs, the pint size, the half size, the half pint heroes. I had a Doc of that and a Borg of that also. I also had the Tron guy. So I had a lot of really good ones, and I just cannot find this bag. We'll have another video.
Toy addiction.
Yep. So many toys, I'm losing full bags of toys. I did, however, have been running into a lot of the Series 3 horror at Walgreens and picked up one of my favorites, and that is the Freddy with the needle fingers. I love this scene. We were talking, right after I picked this up, I called Crza. I'm like, I got it! Sending pictures and everything like an excited child. But this was a really cool one. Got the Jaws. I don't know. I guess that one's kind of cool. Whatever.
It's kind of funny because you're not super into horror movies, but you like the Nightmare on
I've always loved the Nightmare stuff. It's just funny and weird.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because I'm super into horror movies, but I like the Halloween and like the Friday the 13th
I can't
series.
stand those movies.
So, it's interesting.
Well, now, and actually, in the way of horror movies, what I do like is stuff like In the Mouth of Madness, The Thing.
The psychological stuff.
I like the psychological stuff a little bit more. It's my love of H.P. Lovecraft.
I need camp. I need it campy and gory and.
I like asking the question: am I alive? Is this real? Is this fake? What's going on here? And then having that kind of being stuck in your own head kind of thing. Let's see, what else did we grab here this week? Oh, so I see
some Beetleborgs.
I grabbed some big bad Beetleborgs. Now this was actually that's
a classic '90s toy right here, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, this was really, really a good find. Where did I grab these? Oh, I grabbed these at a small con here in Connecticut in North Haven at a friend's booth. His name's Magnus, and so I was able to pick these up and the Yellow Ranger. Oh, Chewbacca's head's going down. These figures are going everywhere.
Karate Chop action.
Karate Chop and Yellow Ranger. It's the big one. Didn't actually get the gun for it. Those are usually pretty hard to find.
Now, we actually had some fans at this con here, right? This
there was a few people who actually knew the show, and it was kind of weird. Like, hey, what? Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting.
So this one actually is for Optimal Primal Reviews. One of our buddies, he did a couple plugs for us actually on his show. I'll be sending this out to him here pretty soon. It's in really solid shape considering I found it in a bucket. Very minor scratching on the chest.
Yeah, I mean, and like the Sabretooth logo isn't kind of
intact.
worn out, so yeah.
So really, all it's missing here is the gun, which is kind of funny. They put the gun on this side with the karate chop hand, and then put the holster side on the other. Didn't really
because like cowboy thing, you have to reach around to pull. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
So also picked up, and this was a half eBay, half at that collector store. Got the Yellow Ranger at the collector store. It's $20 sealed.
Wow.
So that was kind of
cool.
cool.
Opened it.
I did open it. Well, the box was pretty destroyed. Like the back was kind of buckled in. There was no way to fix it without opening the box. So I did end up just opening that up, but it was because I got this one on eBay for $13, already open. Stickers are already on it and everything. But they did a good job putting the stickers on. The figure was still mint. Everything's still mint. My daughter opened this one, and I was like, okay, no, that yellow one's really cool. So we were in the living room playing Power Rangers with our yellow and pink Rangers.
Oh, yeah, and Power Rangers seems to be one of those franchises that the value is kind of pretty much the same, whether it's open and...
Sometimes, well, it depends. It really does depend. Like, I have... over in the other room, a sealed collection of the Zords, and that really is the difference between, and I'll use the Dragon Dagger as an example. You can find a Dragon Dagger for between $35 and $50. If it's in a box, it's going to go for $100 to $150. If that box is sealed, I don't know how much they actually charge for it, because you very rarely see these things. So you kind of have to dig deep to find, because... You have to remember when these toys came out, they came out in a time where kids opened toys and played with them, and this was the hottest thing. So every kid opened their toys. Same with the Beetleborgs came out in that. They brought over a common rider, called it Masked Rider. There was also VR Troopers.
Yes.
So all of these toys got opened almost immediately. So it's pretty rare to find a sealed version.
Yeah, it was actually kind of interesting. I think a few weeks ago we were talking about the Mask show. And how some of the like Series 3 toys were very
so it was like wacky racers.
Yes, yeah, and just the transformation of the toys was pretty complicated. I actually went on eBay and was looking for some of these Mask toys and stuff like that, and some of the ones that still had the box were pretty expensive. I think I saw some of them for around $200 with the box and everything. But the ones that are out of the box, I think the ones that I would like, because I'd like to play with them and have them transform and all that stuff, were around $50. So that's not too bad.
The one thing to watch out for, actually, going around, is bootlegs of the Rhino.
Okay.
There are a few bootlegs out there. You can tell on the box. I don't remember all the tells. Look that up online somewhere. But
do your own research.
Do your own research, damn it. But there is something to be said, I believe, for bootlegs being out there right now. So also going back to the mystery minis, I got Godzilla and Bender. So Bender was a huge get. It's actually, he's a 1 in 6, yet somehow didn't get him yet. So just came across him. I mean, we've gotten the Cylon.
So did you get him randomly too, or did you buy him?
That was a random.
Oh, okay,
Same with the Godzilla. Was at the same time I picked up the Moana and the Alien. I really want the Voltron from this one. So he's got weight to him.
Yeah.
So you know immediately if you're holding something heavy. So I was like, oh, this feels good, and it turned out to be Godzilla. Just as happy with it. I still want that Voltron, but yeah, you can't win them all.
You can when you go on to the internet and just buy it.
Him. No, dude, he's like $25.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's up there. It's enough to where I'm like, I'm not spending that.
Yeah, for a mystery mini.
Yeah, so I'd really like to find it, but that's getting rarer and rarer by the moment, it seems. So another actually pretty good find was at a Walgreens. I grabbed the brand new Sasha Banks Elite figure from WWE, and she comes with the women's title.
Nice.
She also has the really cool, the line striped sunglasses, and the legit boss rings and necklace. The other Elite that they didn't come with a belt. She had a jacket. Jacket was a little bulky. I don't have it on the figure that I play with my daughter with this one, but grab that. That was a pretty cool little grab.
Sweet. How much was that at Walgreens?
That was $20 at Walgreens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a regular price. That was brand.
We gotta hit up TJ Maxx some more, because they had those Elites for like $7 or $8.
$7.99.
Yeah,
those were crazy. So I stopped at a GameStop. So our buddy, he actually gave me this. It's
Cage 6 from Destiny.
yeah. What do you know about this? I'm not quite as much of a fan.
I don't know too much because I stopped playing Destiny right before he was pretty much introduced. I think the thought process was that Dinklebot was kind of boring and didn't have a lot of, I guess, fans didn't really connect with Peter Dinklage voicing the Ghost. So they kind of introduced this character who's voiced by, what's his name? I can't think of it.
Is it Werner Herzog?
No.
Didn't he recently do a game?
It's the dude Nathan Fillion.
Okay.
Yes, he voices Cage 6. At least I think so. If I'm wrong,
I think you're right. I think you're right. Leave it in the comments. Just in case. Call him an idiot.
Yep,
for
a
being
fat
an
idiot, please.
Oh, we're calling him a fat idiot. It's how he's gonna lose weight.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know too much about Cage 6. I just know that he's one of those robotic race of characters in that game. I don't recall what the name is.
You know what? I like the toy. I think
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
a
I
cool
like the super
figure.
deform.
He's Cage 6 is actually a pretty interesting character. He's got a lot of really funny lines, especially in like the Destiny 2 commercials and stuff like that.
That's where I've seen this guy before.
He's kind of like a Deadpool, I would say. Like,
Gotcha.
I guess just not as anti-hero. So he's more. He is definitely a hero, but he does break the fourth wall, and he's got that kind of witty banter and stuff like that. So yeah.
Excellent. So another thing that I actually ended up grabbing while at the convention where I grabbed the Beetleborgs and stuff was this Braun Strowman figure. I got him for only I think $3, which is really cool because the basic figure is usually going to be $10. I am going to pop the head off of him, make a cast of it, so I can make some customs of Braun Strowman on the Hasbro body because I love doing that. Another thing I grabbed, this is when we went out.
Yes.
Grabbed the Ellen Ripley from Aliens rock candy. Got that at FYE for, I think it was $10.
Yeah.
$10.99 right there, yep.
We know how
Always
you,
have
we know
been
how
a
you
Ripley
love your
fan.
rock candy statues.
Well, yeah, I'm really getting into rock candies, and I'm a huge Ripley fan, so much so that I included that name in my daughter's name. So, had to grab that one. Another one at Walgreens for $1.69 on that crazy
Sale?
discount. Yeah, it's the super clearance. It's beyond that at this point. This was literally 90% off. It was $16.99 as a regular set. Ended up getting it for $1.69. It's, I didn't even know. Lashina, it's the Lashina's tank. So, whatever. It comes with Crypto the Super Puppy. I guess. I don't know. He's tiny. I don't know if he's quite the dog.
Yeah.
But that makes it enough worth it right there.
We saw some of these DC superhero girls at TJ Maxx too when we and I was saying to you I really like that toy line. They're female superheroes in that kind of teenage range. And really kind of speak to that female empowerment and everything like that, and not really, they're main characters. They're not like those.
Yeah, it's not third. And as we say that, I pull up Lashina.
Yeah.
Like one of the worst figures, like totally.
But the action figures we actually saw, it was like Harley Quinn and Batgirl and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. I like the design.
I enjoy. I didn't know it was gonna roll right the second it turned around. I really do like the line. It's Lego. It's expensive. It is great to find it cheap like this because you never find Lego at any kind of discount.
Yeah.
Force Friday didn't really get that much. Grabbed a pop, 2 pops. I got the Praetorian Guard, which everyone has seen. The BB-8, which everyone has seen. I grabbed this Rey and Praetorian Guard 2-pack. I hate the fact that they're doing this Force Link thing that talks. It's so dumb.
They did that with the episode 1 figures.
Oh, yes. We're going to bring up the sore subject of the word of episode 1. Anything that has to do with something they kind of did then should never be done again.
Yeah.
This is another thing. It's RFID chipped, and it just says words from the thing. It costs $30 for the thing. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Grabbed this at... Grab this at Walmart clearance for $5.
That's pretty sweet.
It's the Power Rangers movie Morpher. It's on mode now, so you actually can open it up. It came with 5 different coins. You lay the coin in, and then
you
morph.
morph.
Transformation. You morph
your
over.
henshin.
Yeah, I wish. Oh, one day. Beard Henshin.
There you go.
So for $5, that was really fun. I don't think I'd pay anything more than that. In the same plaza, however, there was a Salvation. No, Goodwill. Goodwill. I'll give them the credit where it's due. And I got one of my favorite albums, and we're going to talk about this in one of our metal episodes together. This is Tenacious D's first album. This is, I think, two guys that if they got serious for 5 minutes and wrote an album, it would be the most amazing album we've ever heard. Some of the best songs like Tribute are on this, and Wonder Boy. Tribute being the song where they had to play it against the devil. And this is the tribute to the song that they played that night to defeat the devil.
Nice.
And the ironic thing is that the tribute sounds nothing like the original song, and we don't know what the original song was. Although,
but we just know it was good.
It was the most amazing song
yeah,
ever created.
Right.
Although at the end of the song, you do hear a few notes on a guitar played in reverse. It is the beginning to Stairway to Heaven.
Ah, interesting.
So pretty interesting stuff there. I love this album, and the reason why I bought this years ago, through different moves and everything, I've lost CDs. I tried to buy this one time, but I got the edited version. This is the non-edited version, meaning on the back there is, and I'll include a picture. And actually, if you run over to our Instagram, there's pictures of this. It has the demon with the pentagram and two babies chained up down at the bottom being sacrificed, because Jack Black is one of the most metal dudes that has ever been. I love this album. If you get a chance, check out Spotify, buy it at a thrift store if you can find it. Check out their HBO stuff, but this is metal.
Yeah,
like,
or even their movie Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny,
The Pick of
fantastic.
Destiny.
Yeah,
which another album I have, but this is the way to go. So I think that's everything from the haul here.
Minus the bag you're missing.
Minus the bag I'm missing, which has Bill and freaking Ted in it, man. It's killing me.
I'm sure we'll find it somewhere.
It'll pop up in the arcade somewhere. So this was a pretty good week for toys.
Yeah.
And Saturday night we have our live show coming up. Are you going to be here for live this week?
Yes.
And I think Martin, we got sleeping over in the corner, but I do not believe Martin will be here this week for live. But we do have some more blind bags, and the week happens, we're going to come across more toys.
So it'll be another fantastic episode.
One of our highest rated.
Yeah, exactly, featuring you and me. Yeah,
that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, BobbyT's mom is Mama T is that what we're calling her? No, Nana T. I'm sorry. Yeah, Nana T's gonna be a little disappointed, but I'm making a pledge here.
Rebecca will be happy.
Rebecca will be happy. Yes. So, but I am gonna make a pledge to Nana T that I'm gonna try my best to win her over. And
it's a pretty big shoes to fill.
It's true.
You're gonna have to laugh at everything and call me fat a lot.
I think I'm up to the challenge.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. I think that's the pot calling the kettle fat at this point. But totally, guys, we got to neg them into this stuff. So with that, we have been 5 Alive, and I am Bobby T.
And I'm Crza.
And do not forget to check us out online at 5 Alive VP on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/5alive. We're going to be setting up our tiers here pretty soon.
I do have a question for you before we end this video. Are any of these toys going to be part of our giveaway for the 100 subscribers?
You know what? Possibly, because I am always buying, and we are always buying new figures. When we get to 100 subscribers, we want to do a big giveaway. It's getting bigger by the day. I do, like I was saying, I do buy more and more figures. So if I do buy some of the blind boxes, you may see that I get another Han Solo, and there might be a Han Solo into the mix. So
or a headless Chewbacca.
Possibly, you may get a headless Chewbacca.
We should send one fan the head, and then the other fan the body.
So we'll be just connecting fans. There's just going to be a battle for to complete.
Exactly.
Piece.
Yeah.
So what else do we have? We have New York Comic Con's coming up. And
yes.
We have a lot of exclusives coming. Wait until you guys see this. We have so many awesome interviews set up. One of them being, and I'll make, I guess, the announcement here.
Sure.
We're going to be talking to Pop Culture Shock Toys. They are making some of the most phenomenal statues.
Yeah, I can't wait. I saw some of their Power Ranger stuff, and I'm psyched. Yeah.
That Green Ranger. If you guys can get out there and check out the Green Ranger by PCS, the only thing I can say is that it looks like it's a cloth-coated statue. Mm-hmm. There is no cloth on this statue. It is all hand-sculpted and painted. It's beautiful beyond compare. These things are 18 inches or bigger.
Wow.
If you watch over on their YouTube channel, Josh and the gang will be opening up these monstrous boxes, and you put it together, and sometimes they put it together out of the frame because, like the Goro, actually the arms go up so high that it kind of cut out of frame, and it's really amazing stuff.
I mean, hopefully we can get our hands on some of that stuff, and
we're running with some stuff.
Yeah,
we're gonna be like, hey Josh, over there, and he's gonna look. We're just gonna grab it and just
do the stiff arm.
Oh yeah, well he is a Cowboys fan, so he'll chase you for about 30 seconds, and then he's just going to fall out right there at the end, and we're going to get away with everything.
It sounds good. Well, speaking of Cowboys, I have my Texas, competition thing going on. So that's hashtag 5AliveRRR for the Red River rivalry. That's between the University of Texas, the Longhorns, and Oklahoma Sooners. If the Sooners win, I will wear a Sooners shirt on their whatever the next live show. Actually, I think that game is on a Saturday, so
awesome.
maybe that night. Yeah. If the Longhorns win, then you fans who are Sooner fans out there have to take some pictures of you wearing some Longhorns gear.
My mom's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, well,
she doesn't watch Cowboys.
Exactly. Well, so someone out there, maybe someone in Spain who might be a Sooner fan.
We found the one fan in Spain who likes our show and the Oklahoma Sooners.
Exactly. Then they have to wear some Longhorns gear and post it on our Instagram.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen. That would be so amazing. I please. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, dreams can come true.
I thought you hated Disney.
I didn't think that's a strictly Disney thing. I think that's like a life thing. When you're a kid, you're taught, your
I think I have to pay the frozen ghost of Walt Disney $50 because you just said that. Way to go. You just crossed the show $50.